Here we go, boys. Game number 1. We have begun. It's a show match. Jeen versus Marko. Reller 2 mode, best out of 13, first to 7. Huge thanks to our sponsor, Laszlo. Bring us this one, Marko's map pick. It is dry heat. Marko won the dice roll. War factories are out. Jeen and Marko. Ooh, let me reset those. The red player, Marko, will spawn at the bottom. Yellow player, Jeen at the top. Interesting war placement here. From Jeen, interesting. He's gonna go another power plant and then again a ref down the cliff. Maybe there was a dog block. I'm not sure why he placed this war factory up front. Maybe there was a dog block. I had to check. But it's gonna mess up his build. By now he wants the second war already, but he's probably gonna go another ref, right? He needs that perfect ref. Marko goes second war. Marko's on 3 miners. What is Jeen building? Ref or second war? Ref comes out for Jeen. So yeah, Marko's been on 3 miners for a while now, and already on a second war. Jeen only now is gonna pump out the war factories. Marko goes for a third ref. But still, his third war is gonna be up much earlier than Jeen's. Here's the second war from Jeen. Marko gets droned.
What the fuck is this build? What is this build?
I'm sorry, that was Jeen.
This is the worst build I have ever seen. Absolute garbage build.
Sanchez is here. The yellow player is Jeen, of course. Let's see. Third war for Marko. Jeen goes for his fourth ref. Few hits on that miner. Hey, you can abuse this cliff a lot. Three war MCV cell from Jeen. Interesting MCV cell. Behind the sentry though is Marko. Marko still has his MCV. Marko's out tanking. There are Connies here, but yeah, Marko looking good.
Player defeated.
Marko looking good. Marko takes game number 1. 1-0 to Marko. And it is Jeen to pick the next map. Dorado Descent. Will be vetoed. No Dorado Descent. We will not see Jeen's OP drones on Dorado. Marko vetoes it. Tsunami is vetoed. And no more vetoes for Marko. That is a quick 2 vetoes. Speed Demon will be the next map. Oops. Press the wrong button. No more vetoes for Marko. Jeen versus Marko, game number 2. Sandstorm is here. Mr. Sanchez is here. Mully is here. Pulye. Blazer is here. Let's go. Who else? I saw John in here earlier. Sash was here as well. OP, Mr. Jaws was here. Let's go, boys. Sov versus Sov action on Speed Demon. 2 vetoes used by Marko. Tsunami and Dorado were vetoed. 1-0 the score for Marko. This is game number 2. Jeen's map pick, Speed Demon. Jeen will spawn bottom right. Marko will spawn top left. I might test out the stats later, boys. Well, I can press the button now while the players are building up. The war factories are not out yet. Oh, the war factories is up. I'll check them later. We've got the stats working again, boys. So if I see that these players have played each other before, I will show up the stats on stream. Hope you guys like that feature on the Doof's channel. Drone from Jeen. Gets a miner. Drone from Marko. Is looking. Service depot comes out. Jeen targets the drone. Does not get it. Marko saved the miner. He's got a second drone here as well. This is a show match, Bike Rush. This is a show match between Jeen and Marko. Jeen did not sign up for the tournament. Second war out for Jeen. Second war out for Marko. How's it going, Bike Rush? NVT is here as well. Ah, the VIPs are here. The VIPs are here. Switching over to tanks. 7 miners, 3 war factories for Jeen. Third war comes out for Marko as well. He's on tanks. Both players will switch to tanks after 7 miners. Jeen will have 3 miners on gems once the ref comes out. Half is here. Nice drone from Gino. From Jeen. He will force a second service depot out of Marko. Beautiful. So that's a second service depot. Marko still has 1 drone somewhere. Is he looking to do the same? Force a second service depot out of Jeen. There's the drone here at the bottom. The drone will take out the doggies coming out of the war. That's huge. Huge value. Here's an engagement in the middle. Jeen, and no doggies in the army. Slight advantage here for Marko. Huge. Jeen will hold the drone. Got a miner as well. The drone, huge value for Marko. Took out all the doggies coming out of the barracks and a miner kill as well. Jeen down to 7 miners. Marko still on 8. MCV move from Jeen. MCV move from Marko as well. Leaves the ref behind while Jeen has switched over to drones. Drones getting some value. Did they get value? I don't think they got the value they wanted. I don't think they got the value Jeen wanted. Huge for Marko. Looking to be 2-0 up. And he goes 2-0 up. P. Cyrus is here as well as Marko goes up to a 2-0 lead. Speed Demon goes to Marko. The drones did not get the value Jeen wanted there. Ashbeth is here. Yo, doofus, let's go. Did I miss anybody in stream? Zasulan in chat as well. Spada is here. Nightshade is here. Let's go. Another few VIPs as well. Let's go. Top 3 tank control in the world. It is Jeen to pick the next map. Heck, a freeze is over. Jeen versus Marko, game number 3. Regular 2 mode show match, best out of 13, first to 7. Huge thanks to our sponsor Laszlo sponsoring this one. Map pick by Jeen. Jeen still needs to win one to be put on the scoreboard. 2-0 now for Marko, and he's already used both of his vetoes. Top left spawn for the red player, Marko. Bottom right spawn for the yellow player, Jeen. We'll move MCV immediately after the war. Elsbeth, yeah, Dalato versus Osama. Back on my birthday last year, 3rd of March, indeed. That was a long stream, I think. We did like 10 hours, 7 show matches, 10 hours. It's a great success. I mean, all the players were there on time. Oh! The turns have tabled! The turns have tabled! We had a couple of turning tables as well, of course. Marko keeping this miner busy. Gets it! Oh man, that's annoying. Caleb is here, let's go. How is Caleb doing, boys? This miner will be saved. Jeen did not get miner drones, but Marko brings out the service depot standard in his build. Three wars before moving MCV again for Jeen. Second war comes out for Marko. Tanks are out. Jeen is a miner ahead on Marko. Drone goes down. Does not get value for Jeen. Second war comes out for Jeen. Second MCV for Jeen. What the hell is this? And drones are out for Jeen. MCV move after third war. Marko's tanks are in base while the third war comes out. Jeen is on double warfetch. Interesting. Ooh, almost got that MCV, Marko. So 2 MCVs for Jeen. That's very interesting. He's got some drones out. He is not out tanking. Marko is currently out tanking. 2 drones get in, 1 gets dealt with. A lot of drones for Jeen while he's pushing in on the left side. Marko is pushing in on the right side. Marko's broke. Jeen has 3k in the bank. Drones get absolutely almost everything. Almost every drone lands. Meanwhile, Jeen is here. The drones get a lot of value, and I don't think Marko's gonna get anything. No, gets absolutely nothing. Not even a miner, I think. Jeen's still on 11 minus those drones. The fortune draft goes down. Oh, and a miner gets droned as well. That was huge for Jeen here on the right side. Practically each and every drone got a target. This miner's gonna make it. It's gonna make it. Marko down to 8. Marko calls GG. And Jeen's on the board. Jeen takes it on a heck. And it is Marko's map pick for the next map. Stormy weather.
There is a very unstable situation on the ground that is unfolding very quickly.
Move toward more ideas that will actually help bring this thing to an end.
Huge thanks to our sponsor, Laszlo. Best of the 13. This is Marko's map pick. Stormy weather. Regular 2 mode. So versus Sove action. 2 on the score, and Marko has used up all of his vetoes. Jeen's on the board, boys. 2-1 the score indeed. Let's bring out the oil counter for this map. Marko. I heard something. Marko will spawn the right side. Both oils are his. Jeen on the left side. Both oils here are his as well. Yeah, what will we see here? Taking the huts. Comes the drone from Marko. Where is the drone from Jeen? Is here. There's a sentry here. Oh man, Jeen lost his drone. Marko's drone is still alive. There's a second drone here for Marko. This one is still here. Nice sentry. The sentries, VIP, MVP this game. The sentries defending against the drones. We'll continue the hits on that oil. Does not get the oil. Jeen. It's making Marko waste his money repairing that. Gets it. Eventually gets the oil. Got a 2-tank split from Marko at the bottom. While Marko is stacking up. Jeen, no radar out yet. 2 sentries here for Jeen to hold. We'll give away 1 tank. No, Jeen will get it back. Still made 2 tanks for 2. Radar comes out for Jeen. Bell Lab comes out for Marko. Marko's ahead on teching. They're both on 4 miners. Marko will even the playing fields with oils. Both will be on 1 oil. Marko slightly ahead on teching up. Iron Curtain is out for Marko. When's the Iron Curtain coming out for Jeen? He's going broke. He's going broke. Jeen is going broke. Naval comes out. He's broke, so his Iron Curtain is not coming out yet, boys. It's gonna be a good... Almost 2 minutes behind on Marko. There it is. Yeah. 2 minutes behind on Marko's Iron Curtain. MCV move from Marko. Looking for drones. The drone is there. Marko's MCV will be the placed good. Marko still, well, he doesn't have a service depot, so when the drone lands, it's a good hit. Forces the cell on the naval yard. The squid is already out though for Marko to combat that dreadnought, if a dreadnought comes out. Jeen's gonna split. Is it enough though? Is it a good enough split? IC is popped. Guts the Iron Curtain as well. Defensive IC. Marko will keep on chasing. Well, Jeen did good to force Marko to pop that IC in his base. But he almost threw away his entire army to pull that off. Here's Marko. Deso. Nice Deso from Jeen. Double war from Marko. Jeen's Iron Curtain is ready. Drones from Jeen. IC drones. Marko's Iron Curtain is ready soon as well. A couple of seconds. Who's gonna pop his first? Marko will kill his tanks. There's still one left. There's still one tank left as drones. I see drones from Marko now as well. Goes after the miners. Oh, the drones get even more miners. Oh, can Jeen micro this? That's a lot. 4 miners are still drones. 3. This miner, 1 HP, saved. This miner's not gonna make it, and this one either. I don't. 1 HP. Jeen's in trouble.
Kirov reporting.
Kira from Marko. Well, Jeen only lost 1 miner. Only lost that one, right? The one over here. But, well, only lost 1. He lost a couple of tanks with those IC drones as well. Marko is ahead. Nice drone from Marko. That drone just camouflaged with the other drones there. On the oil. Kirov gets the oil, not much else. Marko out tanking by 6. His Iron Curtain is ready. This bridge just doesn't want to go down. This bridge just does not want to go down. Oh my goodness. There's the IC pump. Over here, top right. Here comes the IC drones. IC is ready for Jeen. Was not able to get that bridge destroyed. He's just gonna push on in. Dog is the Iron Curtain. Can he get it? He's gonna get it. But again, will trade his entire army for it. A lot of drones here. A lot of drones for Jeen. Gets a power plant. Iron Curtain is back up for Marko. Marko is on 10k. Still trying to destroy this bridge. Unable to destroy that bridge. Oh, that's frustrating. Oh, man. One drone gets in. Iron Curtain is ready for Jeen. While Marko looking to push through the top. A lot of drones again. Drones again for Jeen. 35 seconds to IC for Marko. His elitist drones. Can it make it? I think. Oh, it's gonna be close. He might need to IC it. He's gonna lose it. Nah, I'll lost the draw. Lost the elite. Marko still has 16 tanks. That's still trying to destroy this bridge. He finally gets it. As Marko pops the IC, that bridge finally went down. Oh my goodness. What dumb luck. Eventually it worked out in Jeen's favor that stiff wooden bridge would not go down. What the hell? Oh my goodness. Oh man. Finally the bridge went down. Just when Marko popped that IC. Man. Oh, man. All planned by Jeen. Yeah, there it is. IC drones. Will that bridge be the decider of the game, boys? Marko saves his oil. He is on 19 tanks. Marko still winning, I think. Here comes Jeen again, trying to get that oil. MCV cell from Jeen. Iron Curtain is ready for Marko. IC is popped. Marko looking to end it. Gets a couple of miners along the way. Marko out tanking by a whole lot, boys. Jeen goes down. What a game. That bridge did not win it for Jeen, unfortunately, but it was funny as hell. 3-1 the score. Clips of the week, indeed. That was something. Marko's not loading. We're gonna try again. Arabian Oasis will be the next map. Jeen versus Marko, game number 5. Here we go. Relay 2 mode. Huge thanks to our sponsor, Laszlo. Map picked by Jeen, Arabian Oasis. And yeah, Marko 2-game lead here. It's 3-1. Marko taking it on stormy weather. It's an entertaining game that was. 2 vetoes have been used by Marko. 0 vetoes yet from Jeen. Marko will spawn top left, the red player, and we have Jeen, the yellow player, bottom right. They have played before on this map. Let me just test out my stats, boys. Let's see if it works. One game before. They've played each other once before on Arabian Oasis on the stream. It was a sov versus sov and Marko took it. It is Jeen's map pick though, so he's feeling confident that he can win this versus Marko on Arabian Oasis. You haven't eaten for the last 70 hours? Wait, I didn't eat 70 hours. I also didn't eat for past 50 hours. Well, which one is it? It's the same thing you're saying, right? 70 hours or 50 hours? I haven't eaten. I didn't eat 70 hours. Oh, you're not gonna eat 70 hours? I don't know. Are you fasting? You haven't slept for 70 hours. Oh! I meant to say, like, which one do you mean? You haven't eaten in 70 hours or have you eaten for 50 hours, huh? You haven't slept for 70 hours. Ah, yeah. Fasting for tournaments. Double War Factory for Jeen, Double War Factory for Marko. Both of them have the service depot out. Relax Gaming, thanks for the follow. Welcome to the stream. And what a long stream it's gonna be, so you're just in time. A lot on the schedule for today, boys. We have this one right here, the show match between Jeen and Marko, best out of 13, first to 7. Then we have Relay 2 World Series Fight Club with Path and Monster and J-Smoke. They will be playing. From Germany, Guten Abend. Let's see, what mod is this for Relay 2? This is the original. This is the CNCNet update, so we can play online versus each other. But this is the normal Relay 2. This is not the Year's Revenge expansion. They are playing Relay 2 mode. Yeah, J-Smoke is in that bunch indeed, Johnny Trey. Ivor will join us after this show match. We will have a dual stream, co-op stream. I don't know what they call it these days. Multi-stream, I don't know. We're gonna stream together, boys. There's a lot of War Factories out for Jeen. He's on 5. Here's the 5th for Marko as well. Jeen's drone is going to be chased back home. Jeen is out tanking for the moment. His eco is holding. Marko's eco is holding as well. Marko has a 2-tank split here at the bottom. Miners will be moved away. Marko will get a wall for free. Jeen looking to push top left, and a 6th war comes out for Marko. So Marko took down a war. Jeen is on 4, Marko is on 6. Both of them sold MCV. Doggies are late to the party. Doggies are in the back for Jeen. 4 MCV. No, MCV move for Jeen. Jeen did not sell. Marko sold. Marko sold MCV. Now, Gina sold and Marko has a split top right. Looking good for Marko. 2 miners. 1 miner will go down and an important ref as well. Marko out tanking by 10. Having 6 wars versus 4. Jones being pumped out by Jeen. Bulldozing his way through the miners is Marko. Does Jeen have enough here at the bottom? I don't think so. Elite for Marko. Miners going down left and right. Split for Jeen. Now looking to find some value. Gets a miner 2. 3 miners go down. Attack dies down. Marko is broke. Jeen is broke. Both of them are broke. But Marko still has 24 tanks out.
Player defeated.
Jeen goes down. Marko wins it 4-1 the score.
Got him! Got him!
3-game winning streak for Marko, taking it on Arabian Oasis. Jungle of Vietnam will be the next map. Jeen's map pick, it is Jungle of Vietnam for game number 6. Relatumo, Jeen versus Marko, 4-1 the score. Bottom right spawn for Jeen, the yellow player. Top left spawn, Marko, the red player, both going as Soviet Iraq. I am not live on YouTube. I thought that miner was gonna go AFK for Marko. We will go live later on YouTube with the Reller 2 World Series YouTube. Jeen's drone goes down. Marko's drone is still alive. Second drone comes out for Jeen. Service depot is out for Marko. He did not get drone, just brought it out just as a precaution, standard in his build maybe. Jeen does not have a service depot out yet. Marko's drone will be repaired before he tries an attempt. It's the same. And he attempts to drone a miner again. Second war out for the boys. Marko goes another miner. He's on 7. 3 tanks for Jeen. Tanks are now out for Marko.
Do not return.
No prisoners, no survivors.
If you fail, do not return.
Third war for Marko. He's gonna stretch all the way here. We've seen his build last time he played. I think it was versus... Against who did Marko play last, boys? Was it Zaslan? He did the same. Build stretched all the way here. Fourth war factory. No splits yet. Jeen is gonna move. There are 2 drones out for Marko. There's one here. And one here! Oh, there's no service depot! There is no service depot! Oh, man. Oh, man. Oh, man. Indeed, rest in peace, MCV. And Marko can just chill now. Marko's already ahead in war factories. Disturbs that bridge. 3 tanks at the top. That was Jeen's favorite MCV too. It's got a couple of tanks at the top. Might win it at the top. No, 2 sentries come out. Marko looking to hold. Marko will hold against that top side split. Still 2 tanks here in the back. 2 tanks, 2 minus AFK for Marko. Not looking good for Jeen. Even a miner taking some hits. Yeah, yeah, not looking good. It is 5-1 for Marko. Poltergeist for game number 7. Marko is on a 3-game winning streak. Marko the GOAT. Jeen versus Marko, game number 7. We are on Poltergeist, another map pick by Jeen. Jeen needs to make something happen here, boys. You don't want to be down 6-1. This needs to be his win. Map pick by Jeen, Poltergeist. Five, 1 the score. Bottom left spawn for the red player Marko. top right spawn for the yellow player, Mr. Jeen. We have one oil each. They're gonna capture it. Mark already captured his. I like these spawns because then you can build off of your oil, right? First war for Jeen off of his main, in his main base. Marko the same. Okay. Will they go a second war immediately? What's the build here if you do this? Usually you go your first war of the oil, but okay, very interesting. Different builds as well. Marko goes second war of the oil. Jeen goes ref on this ore patch, saves the ore for later. Saves the gems for later, I'm sorry. Service depot out for Jeen. Marko, 4 miners on gems. Jeen, 2 miners on gems, 3 on ore. Marko has 3 drones out. 1 for Jeen. Gets the miner. Ref comes out. Will not mess up Marko too bad. And the service depot will be used to stretch towards the next ore. Marko has a second miner drone though. This miner might go down. Is it in time? Yeah, we'll kill it. Yep. So the double drone from Jeen. Able to get a miner kill from Marko. That's value. And now, second war off the oil, and Jeen will be on gems again. He got droned. He's not noticing. Okay, dealt with it. So very different builds. Marko is way ahead in tank numbers. Down in miners, though. Drone here for Marko. MCV move from Marko. There is a drone out from Jeen. We'll get this MCV. We'll get it. Yeah. Marko needs to deploy. Nope. There's a service depot, but I will slow Marko down. Marko's drone able to get a miner as well. Here comes the second drone looking to slow Marko down again. No, he will not. Where's this drone going? What a dumb drone. Anyways, here's Marko at the bottom of our screen. Marko out tanking by 7. Gets a miner kill instantly. 2 wars will go down instantly as well. Jeen not contesting this. Marko still out tanking by 7. Another miner goes down. 3 miners goes down. Jeen down to 4 miners. Is now out tanking. Can he push Marko out of his base? Gino will survive and is out tanking only by 2, but he lost, I believe in total, he lost 4 miners there. Marko's rebuilding. And Jeen will regroup. No retaliation. 4 miners, all 4 of them on gems. He needs a ref here. Destroy the bridge. I think you can still cross, can't you? Drone fills from Jeen. Slowly is here. Let's go. Another drone. Gets a tank. Tacking up is Jeen. Oh my goodness. He needs a ref though. He needs a ref. Iron Curtain comes out, sells the Battle Lab, and he needs a ref yesterday. He's got the Iron Curtain out. Jeen has fully tacked. Marko, did he sell MCV? I think he sold. So he will be on 3 wars. Still a barracks at the top. Jeen has not sold. Nice death zone. Top split does not go in yet. Marko can split, yeah, why not? There are drones here, but... Oh, Marko's tanks are smoking at the bottom. Getting the lab is huge. No more desolators for Jeen. MCV cell from Jeen. Marko out tanking by 11. Iron Curtain will be ready in 10 seconds for Jeen. Where will Jeen pop the IC? At the top. Still out tanking by 10. Marko. Another miner goes down. Not looking good for Jeen. Looking good for Marko. Marko. Goes in at the bottom. Well, Jeen is holding. Jeen is holding. Don't ask me how, but he held. And these tanks at the bottom are all damaged, so that may be why. Both of them are dead broke. Selling a couple of buildings off. Iron Curtain will be ready again soon for Jeen. If he can hold, he might be able to retaliate here. A lot of Connies for Jeen. Iron Curtain is ready. Popped. Looking good, this one. Looking good for Jeen. Is Jeen turning tables? Was going IC the way to go? Looking good for Jeen, boys. Elite. 15 million veterans in this group. The Elite is still alive. It's still alive on 1 HP. Marko goes down. GG cold. And it's 5-2.
Is it done, Yuri?
No, Comrade Premier. It has only begun.
Iwuji, thanks for the follow. Welcome to the stream. Arctic Circle will be vetoed by Jeen. That's the first veto of the game, of the series for Jeen. Mully with the 88. Let's go. Here comes the Mully.
Doofus, what is going on, Doofus? 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 What is going on? Oh my god.
Welcome, boys. We were stars.
Somebody once told me the world is gonna.
How many Cloud Debills are there? Another Cloud Debill with the follow. Let's go. Thanks a lot, boys. Here we go. Game number 8. Loading up game number 8. Jeen versus Marko, game number 8. So we are in a show match, boys. Best out of 13, first to 7. Huge thanks to our sponsor, Laszlo. Map picked by Marko. Fjord is the map. Relic 2 mode. So versus Sov. Jeen has used one veto to veto. What was the map again? Arctic Circle. I didn't put it on the screen. Let me put it on the screen now. Oh, Steve is here. Let's go. Steve is playing after this, boys, in Fight Club. Let's go. It's a drone from Jeen. Catch the miner. What the fuck? Catch the miner. Totally by luck or what? How did he get that miner? Yeah, so he will force a service depot out of Marko. I don't know how he found that miner, dude. How did he find that miner? Two miners on gems for Marko, teching up, radar tech out for Jeen as well. Jeen should be ahead, but he goes broke. Jeen should be ahead, tacking up on Marko. Another miner for Marko. Another miner for Jeen. Bell Lab is out. Marko's Bell Lab. Few seconds behind indeed. So Jeen is ahead. Jeen is ahead in tacking up. And Jeen is ahead on one miner because Marko switched to tanks one miner before Jeen.
Kirov reporting.
Sander versus Mikos. Well, you're gonna sit and wait, Mr. Shamu. Mikos is not playing tonight. Mikos is not playing in the Fight Club, I heard. MCV move to the island from Jeen. I heard a Kirov. It's from Marko. Marko also moved MCV. 30 seconds head start on that Iron Curtain for Jeen. One miner goes along to the island. Two miners getting gems. Jeen has two Sea Scorpions out. Iron Curtain is ready for Jeen. Marko pops it. Marko will get a ref. Oh, 1 HP ref. Two cannons and a flak track. Can the Kirov get the war? No, I don't think so. No. Will not get the war fetch. And a second war on the island. What the hell? Another questionable Iron Curtain there from Jeen. Oh man, he's not gonna get it. He's not gonna get it. Oh man, he's not gonna get it. That Iron Curtain was very, very late or very far away from anything from Jeen there. Oh man. Another war comes out. Jeen is on 3 war factories. Marko's Iron Curtain is ready. I see drones. Miner gets droned as well. I see is popped. Again, far away. Oh, man. Put on your sunglasses, boys. Oh, Marko didn't deploy these ones. Marko's Iron Curtain will be ready in 2 minutes. Marko will take the airport as well. Very interesting. Jeen is on $11,000. Mark is on $20,000, boys. Sour Jack, thanks for the follow. Welcome to the stream. And Jeen, just like that, is on 5K. Marko's still on 15. AFK Miner for Jeen. Kirov's gonna get the airport. Jeen, another war. He's on 6 wars, boys. Jeen is on 6 wars. All here. I might add. If somebody goes nuke, and Jeen is the one who went nuke. Jeen has a nuke out, boys. Marko does not have a nuclear missile out. Ooh, the bridge.
Reporting.
Kira from Marko. 6 war factories for Jeen. Oh, what the hell? Oh, that was funny. Here comes Jeen. Five minutes till nuke. Jeen has 46 tanks versus 32 from Marko. Jeen's tanks going in one by one though. It's not the best. But he's out tanking by so much, I don't think it matters. Still out tanking by at least 10. Drones being added. 5 seconds to Iron Curtain for both of them. I see it's popped. Marko has more though. No, Marko has 3 tanks IC'd. Jeen has 3 tanks IC'd. Oh, Jeen! Jeen with the advantage! Kirov is AFK! The nuke will be ready soon for Jeen. Elite comes out. 1 HP. Oh, the miner might kill it. The miner might... The miner killed the elite. Let's go. Here comes the nuke. Here comes the nuke. 2 wars and a service depot. It's not over yet. The Kirov chillin'. Jeen is still out tanking. Still has some ore. Mine is up front. Marko still has some ore as well. Nuke will be ready in 3 minutes for Marko. Marko doesn't have an iron curtain anymore, by the way. Here comes Jeen.
Player defeated.
Marko goes down. What a game on Fjord. It is 5-3.
Is it done, Yuri?
No, Comrade Premier. It has only begun.
Sour Jack, thanks for the follow. Welcome to the stream. Nice one by Jeen, indeed. He brings it back. 5-3 to score. He needs a few minutes break, so let's see if I can do clips of the week, boys. 1 second. Let me see which one I can load. Let's do this one. Okay, boys, be right back. Here we go, boys. Game number 9. Here we go, boys. Redler 2 show match sponsored by Laszlo. This is a map pick by Marko. Reconcile. Jeen still has 1 veto left, boys. The score is 5-3. Jeen vetoed Arctic Circle a couple of games ago. Still has 1 veto left. Marko vetoed Dorado and Tsunami. Second game of the series already. Let's bring out the oil counter. Marko needs to take his oil still. We're in the middle of the map. Marko will spawn bottom right. Jeen will spawn top left. There's a dog here. Doggy block. Doggy block. No worries for the both of them. Marko still needs to capture his oil. Mr. Marko does not see it yet. Oh. Jeen got droned. And Marko defends against the drone from Jeen. Marko has a second drone out and still has not taken his oil. Here comes Jeen, second attempt, and will get this miner. So that will force Surface Depot. War Factory comes out, so that will not cancel anything. This Engie is chilling. Marko saves his miner. Another drone comes from Jeen. Marko should see this now, right? Marko, you should see that your Engie is not there, bro. He still does not see it. Drone goes down. Third war from Marko. Third war from Jeen. Oh, gets it just in time. This drone from Jeen was heading for that engine. Finally, Marko took his oil. He is on 4 wars. Flexing on Jeen. Marko is on 4 wars. He's got a drone out somewhere. 4 wars now for Jeen as well. Marko is looking for drones, I think. A drone from Jeen somewhere. Preparing to move MCV to top right is Marko. Here's the drone from Jeen. It fails. Five wars from Marko. Another drone from Jeen. This drone didn't even get hit once. this drone. Trying to get the MCV! Trying to get the... Oh, I can't... that time it didn't make it. Marko will make it safely to top right. Marko's on 28 tanks. Both of them are on 5 war factories. Marko's drone, though. Where is it? Where is Marko's drone? I don't know where it is. Jeen crossing the bridge. MCV cell. He's not going for his gems. MCV cell from Marko. After placing the ref. A couple of miners. Miner joins the fight. Two miners join the fight just to tip it in Marko's favor. Jeen pumping out the dogs from the forward barracks. Miners up front. Doggies in the back of Marko's tanks. Looking good for Jeen, right? Looking good for Jeen. Salsa War. Jeen still out tanking. Marko's still in it. It's not lost yet. Jeen will eventually go broke. He is broke. Can Marko hold the 7 tanks versus 4? 1 miner on gems for Marko is keeping him alive. Jeen doesn't have the eco that Marko has, does he? I don't know. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. Jeen down to 3 wars. Marko has 4 war factories. Did Marco sold MCV, of course. He's got one miner on gems at the top. Miner AFK. It's better that he sends them to the top as well, right? $14 versus 10 tanks. Jeen broke again. Yeah, Jeen needs to take care of this miner at the top, right? Targeting the tanks, Jeen. Jeen will win it here on the right side and should take out this miner at the top. Looking good for Jeen. Jeen out tanking. Uncontested on the left side. Elite comes out for Jeen. Not looking good for Marko. And now Jeen's miner will go to the gems. Jeen still out tanking.
Player defeated.
Marko goes down. GG cold. It's 5-4. Jeen is on a 3-game winning streak. The score is 5-4. Divide and conquer. Jeen versus Marko, game number 10 in the sponsored show match. Huge thanks to Laszlo sponsoring this one. Regular 2 mode, boys. This is Marko's map pick, Divide and Conquer. Marko on a 3-game losing streak. Jeen doing very well, coming back into this series. He still has a veto left. 5-4 the score. Top right spawn for Marko, the red player. Bottom left spawn for Jeen, the yellow player. Divide and Conquer is the map. Who has the better spawn here, boys? Who do you think? Is it Marko top right or is it Jeen bottom left? Gets the miner, Jeen. Marko gets the miner as well. Marko will save the miner. Jeen will save the miner. Both droning each other's miners at the exact same time, so they should be pretty much even. Yeah, not much difference. Top right is better, says Sanchez. Nobody else. Comeback for Jeen 6-5, says Bike Crush. It's a first to 7 though. It's a best of the 13. So first till 7. Marko sends 3 miners to the middle. Jeen trying to do something about it, but 3 miners to the middle, and here comes the gems. But he didn't take a lot. I don't think the miners are full though. Okay, he gets 2,000 out of that one. Was he able to get enough? Yeah, I think they're full. Well, not entirely full, but getting value of getting gems in the middle still sends 2 to the middle. Jeen is out tanking. He's on triple war. Mark is on 4 wars. Moving. Nope. There's a third miner going to the middle again. And Marko will be on this patch of gems as well. Okay. Again, Jeen trying to prevent these miners taking gems in the middle. Yeah, 2 were kind of full. True. Three tanks to help the miners. This one is full for sure. Four war factories each. Marko down by 3 tanks, getting even more gems now. Tacking up is Marko. Jeen, 4 war factories tacking up as well. Marko slightly ahead on that radar. Will Marko tech up fully? No. He will sell MCV. Engagement top left. They're both on 25 tanks. Marko's bottom right split will go down. Here's Marko, top left. Jeen, very well played, Jeen. We'll take it on Divide and Conquer, and we will be all tied up, boys.
Player defeated.
4-game winning streak for Jeen. And we're all tied up. Dawn of Peril.
Battle control terminated. Again? What the fuck? What is going on? What the fuck? Player defeated.
Okay. Let's try again. Weird. We had two games. The games were 1 FPS, and now. Oh man, what the fuck? Is the client not working? VJ Gamer in the house. Genetically different this year. Yorick is here. Let's go. Okay, looks good. Here we go. Game number 11. Jeen has been on a 4-game winning streak. This is a Relic 2 show match. Best of the 13. First to 7. Huge thanks to our sponsor, Laszlo. Map pick by Marko. Divide and conquer. Let's go. We're all tied up. 5-5 the score. Jeen still has 1 veto. Marko used both of his vetoes already. Bottom right spawn for the red player, Marko. Top left spawn for the yellow player, Jeen. Oh, I just remembered. I forgot to load up the map for Fight Club. Service depot out for Jeen. Marko defense. The service depot is out for Marko as well. Marko's drone is still alive somewhere. Can I see it? I don't know where it is. There it is. Catch the miner over here, top left. Jeen will send it to the service depot. Should make it, yeah. Easy. Double war factory out for Jeen. Second drone out for Marko. Destroying some gems, Marko. Three war factories for the both of them. Gino is down the cliff. Marko should be down the cliff soon as well. There it is. Ref down the cliff. And now you will need a war factory down the cliff as well. G needs that ref first. G Jeen has more doggies, but the doggies keep on coming in for Marko. Who's out tank? Jeen is out tanking by one. There's the War Factory down the cliff. Jeen needs one as well. Miner gets droned. Jeen kills the miner. Does not even hesitate. Does not want to fall behind him build. A lot of doggies for Jeen. That's why Marko switched over to Dassos. Base trade. Jeen will keep on pushing. Marko will go in. A lot of Dassos here. Switching over to drones is Marko. Switching over to drone is Jeen. Who's gonna get the best of this base trade? Marko sold MCV. Marko still has 4 war factories. Jeen only has 1. I think Marko will win this one and done. Marko's still out tanking. Marko still has war factories producing the drones. How many tanks are left for Jeen? 11. There is no way though. Marko will return home. Couple of Dassos here as well. Cells of War. 8 tanks for Jeen versus 23 from Marko. Marko will be on match point after a 4-game winning streak from Jeen. He does get an elite, but that should not win him the game. 5 buildings left, 6 buildings left. Jeen, Jeen goes down. GG cold. Marko is on match point. Oops. Dawn of Peril was the map. Match point for Marko. It is match point for Marko. What map will Jeen pick? Oh, interesting one. Desert Island, boys. Desert Island. Jeen versus Marko. Game number 12 in this best of the 13 regular 2 series was Laszlo, our sponsor. Map pick by Jeen. Desert Islands. Six-five the score. Top left spawn for Marko, the red player. Bottom right spawn for Jeen, the yellow player. Marko, the red player, is on match point. This is a first to 7, best of the 13. This is Jeen's map pick. And Jijuho is here. Steve's back. Drones are out for the boys. Will Jeen make it spicy? Will Jeen win this one and force a game number 13? Or will Marko just take it here and end the series? Service depot out for Jeen. Service depot out for Marko, even though they were not drones. Standard in their build order. Matilis is here. Let's go. How's it going, bro? Hope you had a good tournament yesterday as well. Check out Matilis' channel, boys. He's doing Blitz leftover games, which is pretty cool. He was live yesterday. Three wars for Jeen. Marko still on 2. Still bringing out miners. 1 tank is out for Marko. It is 8 miners, 9 miners for Jeen. Versus 9 from Marko as well. Marko preparing for the next ref. Jeen preparing for the next ref. Interesting. 4 war factories for both of them. Both of them are 9 miners. Practically the same. Marko's down in the middle. Fifth war out for Marko. Jeen might go a ref before going 5th war. It's gonna be on gems. Yep. Ref is out for Jeen. Beautiful stretch from Jeen. Jeen is already here on the gems. Marko still has some way to go. Prioritizing these 2 refs down the cliff before stretching all the way to the bottom for Marko. Here's Marko, and there's a split from Jeen. Jeen, yeah, you don't want to continue that push. Here comes Marko. Oh, Jeen getting caught. Jeen getting caught, loses 3 tanks for free, 4 tanks for free. Jeen's in trouble, forces the MCV cell, Marko. The doggies are in the back though. The doggies need to come up front for Marko. Meanwhile, Marko goes in here, but Jeen has more than enough. How did Jeen turn it around him? Jeen bringing it back. Marko needs to regroup. But Marko has gotten that MCV. Jeen will be on full wars. He could rebuild the MCV if he wants. Marko is going to take off soon. Soon he's going to be on 6 wars. Oh, Marko sold as well. Never mind. Marko sold. Jeen's on 13k. On 4 wars. 8k for Marko on 5 war factories. Why did he feel that he had to sell that war? If I sell that MCV, I'm not sure, but there it is. Jeen has rebuilt his MCV. Marko has not. Marko at the bottom. Takes out the barracks. A lot of doggies on the field. Gets the power plant. Marko. Has he bitten off more than he can chew? Nope, he has not. Marko turning it around. Marko winning that fight. Some doggy stayed in the back. Some doggy afraid to join the battle. MCV will go down yet again. Ults the war. Nah, he didn't ult. The tank just stopped right on that war. Reinforcements for Marko. Nothing else going on. Not looking good for Jeen, boys. I think it's over. I think it's all over. But what a series. Jeen brought it back. 4-game winning streak. Marko calls GG's. And this one was close on Desert Island.
Player defeated.
GG's. It's all over. Marko taking it 7-5. GG's. Well played. He already left. Alright, boys. 7-5 for Marko. And we are precisely on schedule. Because coming up next in about 7 minutes, we have Fight Club with no one other than Ivor from Regular 2 World Series. Let's go. Let's give Marko the win on Desert Island. 7-5, the final score. Huge thanks to Laszlo for sponsoring this one, boys. Let's go. 7-5. Let's pay out the predictions. %71% on Marko, 29% on Jeen. Well done, boys. You predicted correctly. It was a very good series, very close series. Eventually, it became a very close series. Don't go anywhere, boys. Coming up next is the